Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of Yee's Car Club. So on this channel, I'll be bringing you car content, everything cars. Like my slogan says, Yee's Car Club, everything cars. So without further ado, let's get into this car. So this is my current car.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here.
It's a Volkswagen Golf. As you can see, it's a little R badge. But it's not so much an R, it's an R line. So it's got a styling of an R, but it hasn't got a performance of an R. But still, it's still quite nippy. Do you know what? I've never been a fan of the Volkswagen Golf before. I used just to think that when a kid draws like a car on paper, like a box with some wheels. This is what it used to look like, but not so much anymore because they made some quite nice changes to the looks.
Nice.
For example, the headlights are a lot more aggressive, but you can get the upgraded headlights, which has like a little line that runs from here. The daytime running light runs all the way from here through to the bonnet, to the other side, onto the other light, which to me that looks amazing at night time. Oh, another thing is there's a lot more black styling around the car now. Go back a little bit, and then come back. So here you got all the black styling all around the bottom grille. There's not so much of a grille here, but the bottom grille, the black styling, I think it makes it look really aggressive, and it just makes the whole car look so much better. Come around to the side. Again, little R badge here. Just to reiterate, R is an R line. Just want to scream in your face. It's an R, okay? Right, alloys. They're 17-inch alloys. You can, however, get an upgraded 18-inch alloys. Not exactly how much it costs now, but if you want to find out, go on the manufacturer website, and I'm sure you can find out how much it costs. But that would be a really nice addition to the car, 18-inch alloy. I think every car, whilst having big alloys, will always look better. Moving around, let's not forget that the car is in a stunning Moonstone Grey. It's sort of like a flat paint colour. It's a flat grey, but you don't see many of this on the road nowadays, do you? I'll probably see it on like the Ford Focus ST and a couple of other Volkswagen cars, but it's a very special colour. I do like it a lot. Come around the side again, 18-inch alloy wheels. Come around to the back. Oh wait, hold on a second. I want to show you this. So remember what I said about the black accents all around the car? Come down here. The side skirts, that's also black. The styling carries over from all over the bottom side of the car. It just gives it such a good, like I said, it's such a good presence on the road with the different colouring, the contrast. It makes the car look so good in the summer. Right, anyway, come to the back. Little spoiler here, just a little one, nothing too big, nothing special. Again, like I said, the black styling just adds to the car's aggressiveness and contrast from the bottom to the top. You know, the black pillars on the door, it all adds up. Right, come on, follow us around to the back. Just look at the back of that. Look how aggressive that booty looks. This is a good back end. It is. Like I said to you, I never liked the back end of a Volkswagen. I think they just look really boxy. I mean, it is still boxy right now, but I think with the redesigned headlights, it takes up a lot more of the rear end, and it just makes the car look so much better. And also, I think this is also one thing that's changed my opinion on the Golf as well. I know it's not real, but come down here. Look at the exhaust. Look at the exhaust pipes. I mean, they're not exhaust pipes. They're styling. But when the car's driving behind you, it makes it look like the car's got quad exhaust, which it doesn't, and it doesn't sound like it's got quad exhaust, so it's easily spotted that it doesn't. But it makes it look a whole lot more aggressive. Look at it. It looks like it's got full exhaust. I can start it up for you in a minute, but for now, this is why. Volkswagen made a lot of changes to the Golf. And do you know what? I'm a fan. I'm digging it. Right guys, the sun is beaming in my face, so I'm squinting a little bit at the moment, but bear with me. So, with it being a Golf R-Line, the Golf comes in many different trim levels. It starts with Life, and then it moves up to Style, and it moves up to the R-Line. With it being an R-Line, which this car is, it comes with front and rear parking sensors. And also, if you can see this, can you see this little camera here? This little camera there. Zoom in if you can. That is, I believe, that is speed sign recognition. Speed sign recognition, which is very, very useful. When it comes to driving on a motorway, I'm sure maybe sometimes you might miss, you know, the speed sign on top when it's reduced down from 70 to 60 to 50, but you might not be paying attention, which you should be paying attention, but you might not be. Life lesson. The car actually recognizes speed sign. As soon as you approach that, it slows down for you. I mean, 9 times out of 10 it works. There's a few times where I expected the car to slow down when it hits the speed sign. It didn't, which I had to put my foot down on the brake to slow it down as soon as I can. A couple of times where the speed has increased from, let's say, 50 to 70, the car didn't speed up for me and I have to speed up. So it's got its ups and downs. And also another thing I realized was it recognized a speed sign on another road. Let's say I was driving on this road and there was a speed sign for you turning right onto another road, and it was 60. It recognized that speed sign and sped up for me whilst this road was 30. So I'm not sure if that's really safe whilst you're using the adaptive cruise control system. But you know what they say. Every car manufacturer will say, you know, you must drive with, you know, your own precaution. So the technology is there to help you, but you still got to pay attention to the road, kids. Right, so let's boot up the car. Oh, it's cold. Right, so Golf's redesigned interior as well. It comes with a digital dash, and also a really nice, I believe this is maybe 11.5 inch screen. The car's digital cluster has got many good features. One of them, press the view here, is the map. If you're using the car's inbuilt sat-nav system, the car will project its route onto here, which is I think it's very useful. Instead of having to, you know, take your eyes off the road every time you want to look at a map, you can just look down a little bit, see the map here, and you know exactly where to turn. I very like that. It feels really futuristic and high tech. The next function on the digital cluster is the adaptive cruise control, which is very useful on motorway. You can set a distance, and when you got your car on cruise control, it will keep that distance. If there's a car that moved into your lane whilst you're traveling at, you know, 70, and the car's traveling at 65, but it's coming into your lane, the car will slow itself down to 65 and keep its distance, which probably saves you a hassle of braking. But at the same time, it could be quite annoying when the car doesn't speed up and you're just stuck on the far right hand lane doing 65 when you want to go 70. But it gives you that little bit of safety, because most cars don't have the adaptive cruise control, and when a car moves into your lane, the car just carries on going at 70, but the car in front of you is doing 65. So you could end up going to the back of them, whereas this, it will keep a distance and it will keep you safe. Wow! Next view, it's just a speed view. So instead of having the dials telling you what your car's revving at, little needle telling you what speed you're going at, it just tells you your, you know, consumption and also what song you're listening to and also the speed you're traveling at. These are customizable though, So if I press this button here, it gives you different options, whatever you want to view, your fuel, your average consumption. On this side, you can choose your navigation. You can have that little map on a tiny little screen. It's not very useful, so that's why I don't have it set on there. Not believe this car came with any features being an R-Line. I thought you would have to spec a winter pack, which comes with heated seats, heated steering wheel, but this car comes with heated steering wheel as standard.
Nice.
Which is very useful in the winter when in the morning your steering wheel is freezing cold and your hand is freezing cold. It doesn't help. But with this being heated steering wheel, that means you get to feel
Give your meat a good old rub.
yeah, feel the steering wheel and warm your hands up, you know. And another feature that I did not expect the car to have, being an R-Line, is you can charge your car wirelessly. Can you see the little badge here? Maybe not the badge, the symbol. Right, wireless charging. I'm not sure how it's useful, of course, but I think the technology might need improving, because most of the time when you're driving a car, you've got your car connected to, the car's infotainment system. But a few times where I have, music's be playing through my phone, using a map, and using a wireless charger at the same time, my phone gets really hot. And then it starts lagging, and then Siri will pop up and start talking to me about the weather today or whatever, and I tell Siri to go away, and it doesn't, because my phone is lagging and it doesn't know what to do. So maybe it's just better to charge your phone through a wire. The car comes with wireless Apple CarPlay, which means that you can, connect your phone to the infotainment system, and you can play music. You can use Google Map, Apple Map, Waze, whichever one you use the most. You can listen to music through Spotify or Apple CarPlay. It's a very useful tool. Most cars comes with wired Apple CarPlay. For example, my previous car was the Ford Focus. That was a wired, and every time you just have to plug a wire in, connect your phone. Wireless CarPlay is the way forward. You know what? One thing that I really like about the Golf R-Line is these bucket seats. Just look at them. Look at the support they give you on your side. If you're turning a corner quickly, this is gonna hug you in. You're not going nowhere. You're not falling out the car. You're not bumping your head on top. This car's gonna hug you right in. Do you know what I really do like in the back here? It's just like tiny little things just to make things look really luxurious. Is this part. Whoa, don't you just feel like you're an executive, like a CEO of a company being carried in the back of this? You're sitting back here, you're being chauffeured. Arm here, and you're just looking ahead, seeing where you're going. Don't have to worry about driving, don't have to change the gear or anything like that. Let the driver do that. It's the driver who drives the car that does the driving.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's all pretty good in here, Volkswagen. I like what you did in back here. They do say that Volkswagen are really nice cars to drive, to sit in. And I must say, like I said, I've never liked the Volkswagen before, but this, I dig it a lot.
Give your meat a good old rub.
The ambience lighting carries on all over the car. You can see in the back here, and you can set it to multiple different colors. I think that I'll have to show you on a later video when the time is more dark.
A few moments later.
Right guys, another thing that I really like about this car is the ambient lighting. It just creates such a good atmosphere for you to drive in, even during the day. I mean, you can see it quite clearly during the day, but at night time is when this car really comes alive. It comes popping. It's like a party up in here. I mean, show them around the back. Wow! Look at that. It just creates such a good vibe in here. I mean, if you want to change up the color, there's loads of different color choices for you. You just go on the menu, a little bit of green, a little bit of green's here, I mean, and then a little bit of yellow. And if you really want to create a good atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, like, just turn it up so a notch, just like, you know, like play the song as well, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, back here, I like it. You can sit a decent amount, well, not a decent amount of people, 3. Do not carry more than 3 in the back. I think 4, if you're, you know, around my size, 3 people, not a problem. You wouldn't be squished, you'd probably be shaken about a little bit because, you know, there's loads of room left when the driver turns the corner, but good practicality. Come around side, oh, come around the back. Come to the booty of the car. So, the boot. A little bit messy at the moment, a little bit dirty. I meant to give it a hoover. So, put this to the side here. It's a nice size, isn't it? You know, taking your family, friends to the airport. 1, 2 suitcases, not a problem. If you want to raise the boot up a little bit, it's got a 2-level boot system where you can lift this up and put it on here. It raises the boot, so when you don't need to carry a lot of stuff and you just need to, you know, put your shopping on there and you don't want to have to lift it up and drop it down, 2-level, easy.
Nice.
And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop us a thumbs up, like and subscribe, as I'm sure I'll be bringing you more content, so please stay tuned. And now I shall leave you with a clip of me driving into the sunset and leaving my camera crew behind. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.